Hi, this is Sandy, the Kentucky Crafter, and I'm here with my daughter, Andrea.
Hi, y'all.
And so today we're going to be talking about junk journals. So you have a junk journal. Now what? What do you use it for? What do you do with it now that you have one or that you've made one? So we have two little cute ones here we're going to talk about. And walk you all through how we are using them and what we're writing inside of them.
And there's so many things that you can do with them, but here are just a couple of things to maybe give you some inspirations and just kind of share what we've used ours for.
Exactly. And we will start first with Andrea's.
Okay, let's scoot that one out of the way. So mine's this pretty cloud one over here. And you want to talk about the construction a little bit because it's different than most of yours.
Yeah, so this is one of the early ones that I made, and I actually used scrapbook paper. And so this isn't a fabric cover like some of the other videos, and I'll link those videos down below or up top. But so this is scrapbook paper, and I have scrapbook paper on the inside as well with the chipboard. And then the other difference is she wanted to be able to remove her signatures. So I did the elastic holders for the signatures. And then where's the middle of this one? Here it is. And then this is the other elastic. So right now she just has one signature in here, but she has room to add another one. And so I have the elastic hidden like I do all my other bindings. So it's underneath this fabric here. So this one's a little bit different with the elastic instead of actually sewing them into the book. And then I did the chipboard, and then this is kind of the hidden hinge. So the Tyvek and the fabric are hidden right there on the edges. So I like how this one turned out. It was kind of good. The one little lesson learned that I had on this one was I made this signature a little bit too tall. I should have made it a little bit shorter so it's easier to get it in and out of the elastic. So the future signatures, we're actually making those a little bit shorter. So, and then I put a little pocket right there. So...
But I love being able to remove it because I'm almost through with this signature. But I love this cover because I've had this for a year now. And I love the cover. It's held up really, really well. And so I love that I can just put another signature inside of it.
Cool. And I'm impressed at how well it's held up because she uses it a lot. And so that's really, really cool. Okay.
Okay, well, let's get into it. So, we've seen the cover. I've got my cute little note about the little junk journal that my mom put in there that I think is so cute.
And I got that from the Paper Outpost. I will link her YouTube channel down there as well.
And so then we open it up. And so over here, I've sort of done a bit of a collage. This is just a Maya Angelou poem. She's a poet I really, really admire.
Here, I'll zoom in a little bit there.
Awesome.
There we go.
And I just, this is just glue. This was a sticker that my mom put in the little pockets, a few little stamps. I think I cut that paper out, did some drawing with just some colored pencils, and then this is a dried flower I glued down, and here's some sheet music. So I really like how that page turned out. That was sort of my collage page.
And explain to them kind of what you're wanting to put and use in this signature.
Yeah. So when I asked for this journal, I really wanted a poetry journal. I wanted it for my writing. I'm a big writer. I'm an original works major, so we do playwriting and directing, but I've also really been into poetry sort of as a passion kind of hobby for me. So I wanted a place where I could I love doing collages, but you'll see on these next couple of pages, I mostly just use them for writing. So I just sort of fill up all the pages with my writing. But over here, I'll put little small poems in the pockets along with cute other little stamps for more decorating. And basically any space that I can write on, I have completely filled up, as you can see here. And this is a little pocket again.
And I love, it's so cool, like, when I tea-dyed these papers, they were just blank papers, but it's so cool to see them with your handwriting on them.
I love
it. Adds a lot to them. It's really cool.
And I glued some of my flowers down over here also, and glued that down just to kind of add to that page. And this was I wanted where I could, this is a perfect page for writing a poem, and it's super inspiring. Every page is different, so I can sort of have something different to write. And here I did just some doodles.
I love the doodles.
And this was kind of like lists. And this I started writing a scene on that page. Some ideas for different plays, filling up all my note cards with little poems and things, writing here. All of these pages, just filling them up. This one, it was cool. So each page has a different layout, which is really inspiring for me to write something different. Got my little secret page in there.
That's cool.
And this became just a nice little tea stain for me to write all over that. More little poems. I mean, on every scrap of paper, I've just got little poems written down back there. More here. This one I was doing a gratitude sort of sheet of paper, things that I'm grateful for.
So do you consciously say, okay, I'm going to sit down and try and do some writing? Or does it happen you just kind of get inspired and then you grab your book and then start writing?
It definitely depends on what I'm looking for in my writing. There are moments with my poems where I get really inspired and they just sort of come out all at once, and that's where I write them down. Other times, if I just want to journal because there's something going on that I'm trying to sort of wrap my head around or something I want to remember, I'll get in there. This one's cool. I could write underneath it. This one looks like I'm more journaling versus just writing poems.
Okay.
But if I set down time to do it, it kind of becomes a mix of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And these, I got through a phase where I was just mostly kind of journaling versus just, but then as I was writing my plays, this was an idea for one of my plays that I was kind of writing on the doily and thinking about. And then this is up to where I have pretty much, I've got just these last couple pages to fill up.
Okay.
This is where I have stopped. So I've got some more pages to completely fill up.
Oh, neat.
But other than that, I've really filled it all up.
That is very
all
cool.
in there. And I love it. I love how it looks, and it's messy, but the junk journal, as I was saying, I love that every page is different. Because for doing, art and...
Show them your journal card too, or your.
Oh, I love this. Yeah, this is a little. You call it a journal.
Journaling card.
Journaling card. So it's chipboard that you put paper on, and I can use it. On this page, I can put it here, and I have a hard surface to write on.
Yeah.
Or if I want to, I was gluing things up here, and I could use this as a background. So I love that too when you don't want to mess up another page behind it, or if it's got these nice little clusters, you don't mess them up. And I love this pocket is the fabric that you sewed. I love that.
Awesome.
But yeah, it's my child. I carry it with me everywhere I go. I show everybody it. I love it. So yeah, and this was mostly for a journaling sort of poetry was what I really wanted it to be. So that's what that kind of became.
Awesome. And like we said at the beginning, people use their junk journals, they'll do a daily, bullet journal. So they'll, write in it every day, either things they're gonna do or things they accomplish for the day. Other people will write just for memories. Some people will do themed ones for Christmases or birthdays. So you can you can use these junk journals for pretty much anything.
And that's what's so awesome because they are so unique, but they are very versatile. Yeah. So you want to talk about yours?
Yeah. So then this is my junk journal, and I don't know if I've done another video on it or not. I'll have to. Again, these are a couple of the first couple I did. So again, this is that hidden spine again. I thought that was kind of fun when I first started making them. I thought it was a neat, but mine is actually fabric. And I just love this fabric. And the theme of mine is around flowers and gardening. Because I love to garden. And my dad loved to garden. And so this journal, I kind of made it for me to, one, put memories in around things that I remember about my dad. So like here, I just kind of put a little thing in here about my dad, and he loved orchids and grew orchids in his greenhouse and was very, very proud of them. And he did a fabulous job about them. So I just kind of wrote about him on the back of this. So I glued this paper on the back. And this actually came from an old calendar. And I just put Mod Podge over it to kind of make it a little less glossy. So I want to try to write different memories as they come to me about my dad and his gardening. And then I also am going to, I've done some, let's see, find another page. Like here, I did, this is one of those envelope pages. And I am adding photos of different flowers that I've grown at my house. And then just kind of write a little bit of memories and what kind of flowers they are. And then here's just some, I try to find some really pretty pictures of things that I really like this fountain. I think that's from down in Savannah, Georgia. I think where that's from. And just love that. Let's see, another journaling. So here, daylilies. So I just had this memory about at my grandparents' house about daylilies in their backyard and about my dad growing daylilies. So I'm just trying to capture the different memories. And then I'm also capturing, so I got these flowers from my two daughters for Mother's Day. And so I took a picture of them and printed it out. I have one of those little tiny printers. And then I kept the little card that came, the delivery.
That's so cute.
And the little card that came with it. And so I have that in here. And then this is just another little cutout of a flower, and put that in there. So yeah, so that's kind of my intention, is to continue to journal. I don't know if I have any other pages. So I think, oh no, here's another one. Oh, so this actually, not necessarily about flowers, but I added this old school page from Andrea, my daughter. And so I just wanted to kind of put in here why it's in here and the significance of it, and how I'm wanting to try to use up some of their old papers in the junk journal, because I have these boxes and boxes of their things, and instead of them just sitting in boxes or just throwing them away, I thought it would be fun to include some of them in the journal. And then like here's a tag, this petunia flower that I grew, and so I thought that would be pretty to add it onto a tag. And then I'm going to journal on the back. So yeah, so that's kind of what, here's a few sampling of some of the pages that I've journaled so far, and then I'll keep adding to it throughout the years. So yeah, so just wanted to give you all a couple ideas about, now you have a junk journal. Now what? What do you use it for?
Yeah.
And
I'd love to know what other people
yes.
use theirs for.
Yes,
Yeah.
Please comment below if you have a junk journal or junk journals. What do you write in yours? What do you use them for? We'd love to hear other people's ideas. So thank you for joining us, and please like this video if you enjoyed it. We would appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, we'd love for you to subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much.
Bye, everyone.